How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Here, dealing with it's been hot today, buddy.
Really?
Hot
How hot is
sun.
that?
Getting to the 90s. I've been sweating today. I haven't sweated in a while.
Oh, 90s. Damn.
But in the school again in the evening, the sun was blazing today. It was really, really
But
hot.
that's about right, because we were at about 76.
And if it wasn't 90, it damn sure felt like it was 90. Because
I'm sure it did.
I was right under the sun. No, that
Oh.
sucker was bursting today. But okay, we can handle it.
Yeah, today was beautiful.
That's why we live in Florida. We can handle it. We're not planning on all moving to no goddamn New York. No, 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 no.
Well, you've been all right in New York today. 76 ain't bad.
Shit. That's daytime.
That is daytime.
Yeah, that's like a 12 o'clock noon kind of shit. You ain't gonna try to trick me with that bullshit. Yeah, I get 76. Only for 1 hour.
Okay. It's 68. It's not that big a difference.
Yeah, that must have been this afternoon around noon o'clock.
No, I'm looking right now.
Yeah, you must look I can't say it backwards because it's higher backwards, but you must be looking at it some other way. I can't say.
That didn't work out, did it?
No, I can't say. Let's take that shit backwards because it's a big number on the other side of that 6. But if it was a 2, I could have catch your head. No, you might be looking at that shit backwards. It's 26. We're talking about 62. The goddamn thing is upside down. It's so cold, you don't even realize the fucking thermometer is upside down. You're looking at talking about 62 degrees, man. No, it's not. You frozen ass motherfucker. It's 26 degrees. Your brain is frozen. Me, I would never.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, I don't know, but I don't. I know a lot of people think, I gotta go to New York before I die and all this shit. Yeah, go ahead with that bullshit.
Yeah, I'm from here, so I don't think it's a big deal at all. I don't see why people spend their whole lives dying to get to New York, but whatever.
These people planning on shutting down the city again, bro. The city, the country again. With the
Really?
Yeah, that shit's going. Oh, they're talking about this catastrophe for the economy. All that shit them words are using right now.
Wow. So what's the reason this time? Because it ain't COVID.
No, they spend a lot of money right now, right? And you know how they gotta square up,
Ah, got you.
and then they gotta try to do this deals and stuff. So one side right now ain't playing around. That's the Republicans squeezing the Democrats with their bullshit that they do every year, every 2 years or whatever. Some of the same bullshit, and talking about their problems. Like, really, the government is in crisis and we gotta help. And what will happen if this shit fall down? What will happen? What really will happen? What y'all fearing, putting all this fear in people? What really would happen if we got rid of the government? What really, really would be the thing,
Of course.
And no man, that you don't got the middleman talking about taxes. I'm sure the weak will die, but
the truth is they don't benefit if the world stops either. They're the ones who own all the corporations, and they need profits.
That's what I'm saying. They come to you and tell you. It's like the boss saying, like if your school saying, well, next year we don't have no funds and we're going to have to cut people. But it's just a game.
Of course.
A game with a pencil. That's just how these guys do all this damage, is with a fucking pencil. They don't kill. Massacres. There's more. They has had more shootings than days in the year.
I can imagine. We seem to have one every day now.
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of crazy.
Saturday and another one today.
I heard. That is nuts.
And now the women are living up to the Me Too. They're jumping in the game now because I haven't heard I haven't heard a fucking woman kill her till just the other day. And they had a trans that described him as a woman when he was a man.
Oh, okay. So he's still a man. Okay.
Well, no, I said it backwards. It was one of them fucking things. A man trying to be a woman, but then he was looking like a man. But either way, he wasn't. They said on the radio one thing, and then the police officers are looking at another fucking thing. It's like if they
Oh,
said a
wow.
woman, he was a man, and they said a man, he was a woman. So
Okay.
it was confusing. They couldn't find the shooter. The shooter was hiding behind the letters. They couldn't see him.
That's hysterical.
Motherfucker said it's a
Like,
sheep.
just take down your pants. That solves everything.
Imagine you gotta tell a motherfucker, put your hands up and pull your pants down. Let me see. Like what?
Like, how am I supposed to do both, sir?
Because usually they make you turn around with your back. Now they want you to turn around forwards. Turn around and pull your pants down. What the fuck? I want to see what you are before I address you. Lord, give me patience.
Yeah, we're not making no mistakes with these pronouns. Pull your pants down. Let's go.
But that's what that guy Waltz. He asked the lady. He says, so if a person is in an emergency and they come into the hospital and they claim that they're having a miscarriage, do you treat them? For a fucking miscarriage, do you really treat them? No, you can't.
Right.
Because he don't have a vagina to start with. All that shit gotta be. Yeah, you can go ram it up his penis. There you go, you motherfucker.
Oh God. That's horrible.
All of that straight up the fucking womb, right up there. Go up in their penis.
Wow.
That's Lord, that's like the worst thing you can do to a man is go messing around.
Did I send you a video like that? It's a cartoon character, like a male who's trying to be a woman. He goes to a clinic to get an abortion.
Yeah, right. That's stupid. And you can't tell him no. It's a bunch of they try to challenge you. Like you can't tell him no, sir. You're not.
No, you cannot.
You're not pregnant, sir.
The doctor tried to tell him that. He got mad. How dare you?
Yeah, you can't tell me I'm not pregnant. I'm a man. I mean, I'm a woman. Nah, get out of here. You fucking numbnuts. You weirdo. All these names that we can give these funny fuckers and they can't. Like I told you, they took the whole rainbow already. Motherfucker didn't take like from pink to red or from pink to blue. They took everything. They took all the fucking violet.
That's hysterical. They own all the letters and the colors.
And the fucking colors too, even maroon and all the ugly colors. That bitches, I bet you don't want them though. They're not gonna want them. They'll give us back the ones that are not in the rainbow. Like the grays. They take all your shade of grays. Man, I got no time for this world.
That's hysterical.
I am so planning. I'm telling you. But as far as I see, I am planning for my other life or for my journey to the other place.
Ooh. What do you think it's going to be like? What do you wish it was like? Would you want to come back as an animal or a person? Would you want to, if you could plan a life, like, okay, Norman, we're going to ask your input this time. What would you like for the next one? I want to be an astronaut.
I don't want to be none of this shit. I want to stay in the back end.
What does that mean?
Well, wherever God is, that's where I want to sit.
Okay, but you don't have a choice. They're throwing you back.
If I gotta be saying about coming back, I want to come back as the smallest thing in the world.
The thing smaller than an ant. Like what?
A fucking virus to poison all y'all motherfuckers that's still alive. A goddamn virus. That's what I want to come back as. A whole fucking bacteria virus, and I just want to poison everybody. Get all y'all experience of dying, you motherfuckers. Come with me. No, I don't. No, nothing good. A virus. I come back as a virus. The NJFS virus, the Norman Julio Fletcher Santiago virus, NJFS. Yeah, 001, because there's no other like it. Shit. I would not want to come back as no animal or human, buddy. Trust me, I would not. I come back as the wind or fire or water, because water don't never go away, right? It evaporates, it comes back down. It evaporates, it comes back down.
It just changes form.
It don't never go away. But they're talking about we running out of everything. We can't run out. There's no running out.
Hmm.
It shifts. We have shifts and changes and lacks and abundance, but we don't. We're not. It don't extinguish.
Right. Right, because the whole purpose of nature is to be like self-regenerating, right?
Right.
That's what the earth does. It regenerates.
It will bring a whole another set of animals and creatures, but they ain't going no motherfucking where.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And isn't that sad? Like nature, just as it is, with no help from us, could absolutely, without a problem, provide for everyone. Without fail. Every single person on this planet, it could. If it was equitable and everybody got something for themselves, this earth has everything that the entire planet needs. But we had to go fuck that up.
Because we want to capitalize. And capitalism is capitalism. Like all these guys I've been listening to for the last few years, everybody says it. They even know it. The capitalism leads you to a dead end. That's why the economy always have to be revamped every so many years, and that's why you have every so many years you got these crashes and everything else like that, because it's a game that has to be redone over every so many years. Yeah, you gotta tweak it. You gotta tweak it because it's breaking, and when you tweak, you're screwing up a lot of people. Yeah, because you're shifting it without the care in the world that who, like right now, all these banks that lost their money, that's a lot of motherfuckers lost their jobs. Yeah, because the whole business went straight down the drain.
Right.
And these other companies don't buy them out and pay them. They're going to buy you out and pay you? No, they buy you out, you gone, and they work as minimal as possible. So that means the quality is going to be shitty too.
Right.
Like, they cut ends, they cut corners. Every company, yeah, they look for the cheapest form of whatever to make what. They don't care if they got to make it out of plastic.
Like usually the original product will be better. Once it merges with another company, you'll see.
It becomes crap.
That even happened with Whole Foods. Whole Foods was always good.
Till they got Amazon.
Got bought up by Amazon.
And
now they're starting to be shitty. And it's like, that's terrible.
All that GMO food is what they're giving you now. Ain't none of that shit whole.
I bet. I mean, of course they're going to say no, but I don't believe them because you know that Jeff Bezos don't give a fuck. So he doesn't care about the quality or like
Whole
the
Foods,
fact that people are paying all this money.
Whole Foods shouldn't have no produce that has no seeds. How about that?
Right, exactly.
Everything should have a seed. Grapes, watermelon, oranges. Right. You can't go taking out the seeds. You take out the seeds, you don't fuck with it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why that guy with the meme, he says organic seedless watermelon don't make no sense.
It's like that's an oxymoron. That don't make no kind of sense.
But people would fall for it. Oh, look, I got an organic watermelon with no seeds. And their mind don't even.
You just said two things that just cross each other out. They literally cancel each other out.
What is that shit you call when you said it? No nonsense shit like subir para arriba that you say twice. There's a word in English for that. I can't remember that word, but it's that word when you're saying that disparate shit. That when you say like the same meaning of the same, like subir para arriba is pues up. I'm going up. Or when you do it contradictory, like right now, that it's you can't use the two words in the same sentence because it makes no sense.
Right, they cross each other out. It's like a double negative.
That double negative. That's what I was trying to get to. I think is one of them words.
Double negative. Like I ain't no liar. I ain't no liar. Well, therefore you are.
You're using. I ain't no liar. You're saying ain't is no and then no.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I hated English.
Like, I don't know no Spanish. Oh, no, okay, that means you speak fluently.
I like to have people say when they say it in in English. Me no speak English. In English. Yeah. A whole lot of talking to in America. Me no speak English. Bitch, you just said it all in English, you dumb fuck. You speak in English. How you say it mean I mean no speak English? You
Well,
are,
because they're trying.
but that is speaking in English.
But it's funny because I've done the same thing. Like I'll say I don't speak Spanish in Spanish, and people look at me funny, and because my accent is decent, they think I'm fucking with them.
So
I'm like,
you
no,
have
for real.
told you one of them motherfuckers have told people in Spanish, you know habla español.
Right,
You are
right.
hilarious.
And so like they look at me funny, like
But what else you expect? You just now answered the motherfucker in his language and told him I don't speak your language.
but just because you don't speak doesn't mean you don't understand.
Yeah, yeah. Like okay.
Yeah. Like we have a lot of kids like that. Like they understand what their parents say in Spanish, but they don't speak it.
Because they hear it a lot. That's all. That's how I
Right.
was.
They hear it, but they don't speak it. So they understand. And my husband's like that. His mom mainly spoke Spanish when he was a kid, so he understands, but he doesn't speak it. I mean, he will if he has to, bro.
Yeah, go drop his ass in Puerto Rico, leave him alone for a couple of months. You come back, that bitch don't know no English. No motherfucking English. He come talking to you. ¿Qué pasó, Boricua? And all this bullshit. He's like, what the fuck, bro? You just talk. You talking. No, you don't know no English. That was my sister. She hated Spanish. My sister.
I want that to be like that.
My sister peed her pants because she refused to speak Spanish.
Wow.
Talk to her in English today. She one of them motherfuckers will come back to you and tell you, I don't speak English. She don't talk no more English. She's all Spanish now.
Wow. Well, I would love that. That'd be great.
Yeah, she went over there and she became hard to get into the English, to the Spanish, and then when she got in, now she kicked out the English. Yeah, that fucker. She turned her back on the Americanos. She struggles hard to speak English right now.
Wow.
Because she Puerto Rican, and and she's not full-blooded Puerto Rican. She's British. She's from St. Kitts. Her dad is from St. Kitts, so she's black. Yeah, and Eddie is the same thing. Eddie, his dad from St. Kitts. They got the same dad. The two last ones. You know, it took me to like 30 years to figure out that my mom was a hoe.
You are so funny.
Like all her children got different daddies. What the hell was wrong with you?
You never thought about it.
Yeah, I never really dude, I was dumb. I'm telling you, I've been dumb all my life. I just don't pay attention. I always thought my mom was working and doing a college. My sister's the one who broke it down to me. But in my 40s, I'm in my fucking 40s. She sits me down
in your 40s.
In my 40s, and she sit me down in a motherfucking Chinese restaurant in Puerto Rico and tell me, you know, all those nights that you think your mom was going to work, she was going out partying.
Wow.
And I thought she was going to night school. Yeah, whatever. She had me fooled. I guess it takes a woman to know a woman. I wouldn't know none of that shit.
Wow.
Yeah, she's the one telling me. She's the one telling me a lot about my mother. She's the one that knew it all. My sister.
And how old is your sister?
She right now, so I'm 54. My brother's 52. So she is 50. We go 2, 2, 2, and then 4.
Right.
So my little brother is 40. My youngest brother is 46. He's 4
That's
years.
your youngest brother.
Yeah, he's the little one. He's the one that's 4 years apart from my sister. So so he's 46, she 50, and then she from my other brother's 2 years. So my Jesus is 52, and then I'm 54. That's how I keep up with it. 224. That's the only, and I have no clue the age of my mother. Never known. I know she's in June, and it's one of them signs that I don't like.
I don't even know. Jeez, what is June? I don't know anybody with a birthday in June.
She's in June. That's all I know. I don't know her age. I don't know when my dad was born. I don't know his age.
Wow.
Nope. I don't know nothing about my dad. I know his name.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I got my name from them. Them dumb fuckers. They didn't even think. They were so stupid. They didn't even think of a name. Like they didn't have no creativity. I got both of their names. Norman. He is. My mom is a Norma, and then the Julio.
Norma.
He is Julio first name, and then Fletcher is his last name, and Santiago is my mother's last name. So I got their
Mm-hmm.
names. Norman from Norma.
Norma.
Yeah, my mom is Norma. So I'm Norman.
You're Normando.
Yeah, James. I'm James. The fucker told me he done gave me the whole James out of the Bible book. Like, no, you're blaming the
Which is the one you don't like, Gemini or Cancer?
Aries.
They're both June. Oh no, Aries is April, I think.
Even them Gemini, them two-faced motherfuckers, ain't it? What, the Gemini is a two.
I think
Aries is a fish. Aries is a fish in the water, right?
Aries.
Leo is a lion.
No, because Aries is a fire sign.
You know, a fire sign.
Yeah, like we're water signs.
A scorpion don't swim.
I know, but we're water signs.
What are you talking about? Scorpion don't fucking swim. They're not a fish.
Oh. I didn't make it up, dude. I'm telling you what it is.
But they're wrong. I don't want to. What are you going to tell me water? I'm from the land, desert, land.
Welcome to water, an element that teems with wet emotion and flowing feelings. The 12 zodiac signs are divided into 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. The water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, tend to be emotional and intuitive.
Okay, a crab could swim. Crabs swim. They swim. A fish, they swim. But a scorpion don't swim.
That may be true, but Cancer is not an animal, and it's a water sign. I don't think it goes by that.
Yeah, they misinterpret the Hebrew words. I'm sure they did. Them bitches are wrong. And the land, what's the land ones? Which ones are the land ones?
Earth is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn.
There's the goat, the bull, and the Taurus, the toro. The bull, right?
The bull.
Capricorn.
The bull, yeah. And Virgo.
I don't want to be water.
The fire signs are Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries.
I'm not no water.
And then the air signs are Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini.
Yeah, I'm not no water.
Which one are you? You identify as something different?
Alien.
I respect that, you know.
A virus.
Say, I have no choice. I must respect it, though.
I'm a two-spirit alien virus.
Okay, wow. That's creative.
Yeah. You told me to get creative. Yeah, that's what I am. I don't know about nobody else. I just don't want to be human, bro. We're dumb with this. We reside in this shell for no obvious reason. I don't know what we in here for. But it's like being in the manicomio. We trapped.
Basically. I mean, I guess the whole point is to evolve to kill your Rupert.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know. I think sometimes he makes it up.
You think so?
Well, if you think about it, it's just something that they have pounded for years and years. So when you say pounded for years and years, you could use the other word memorize for years and years. Just like Homeboy, who keeps saying that he's from Atlantis and he was a woman. He done said it to himself so many times that right now you can't slap the shit out of him and take it out of him.
But he believes that shit to the core.
But then I'm not saying he's lying. You could make up anything and believe it.
Right.
And as long as you believe it, see, because the Bible and religion is fucked up, but I don't see how anyone, if okay, let's say for instance the law was, let me give me this, the law was no one can say no. You can't tell somebody they're doing something wrong. Because for you to be able to take the speck out of my eye, you first got to take the one out of yours. So if I'm doing wrong here, you're probably doing wrong there. You know, and then the other guy's doing wrong over, everywhere. And how I explained to you, what's wrong for one is good for the other. So it's no real wrong. And language again, Harry comes with the language.
Right.
Because it's a big circle. We are not. We don't have creativity. The people who had creativity, they've been long gone.
Yeah. All we do is keep, doing remixes.
Well, creativity is uniqueness. So the people who create words and arrange the numbers for math, those motherfuckers were the one who had the creative parts. There's no more. None of that shit don't exist no more. There's no more creativity.
It's true.
Until now, and I give it back again to the LGBTQ, even though I fuck with them so much, I give it to them with their creativity because that type of thinking is going to lead to the openness. And when I say openness, that means people could start saying shit however they want to pretty soon. If I can walk into a woman's bathroom tomorrow and don't have no problem, if I could go join a women's basketball team and don't have no problem, there's a problem. It's openness. You can't tell nobody what they feel. They feel like a dog today. He gets to walk around like a dog. It's contradicting everything that we know. So that's why that's why it's creativity. They're being creative. And imagine 20 years from now, will we even have a man around?
Well, that's what I was just thinking. I'm like
a man.
It just keeps getting more and more out of control. Like, what's next? Like, I'm curious. What's next? Because this shit is not going to stop. It's going to keep going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's going to destroy religion. It will go before language. But religion will get destroyed because when you start feeling like a dog, you can't use religion without that. What are you going to say? I'm a religious dog?
Right.
I wonder, do these people go to church? Can they go into church and say, I am a man being a woman?
That's a whole other ball game. They haven't. It's interesting. That's a good point. I haven't heard anything about that. Like someone having an issue because they went to church and wasn't accepted for who they were. I have not heard that, not once, and you would think that would happen a lot.
Because I guess religion is trying to. Religion was the power that we had seated in the government, and religion has had to buckle themselves to this movement. So in other words, the movement is stronger than religion because religion couldn't oppress gay people.
Right. It couldn't beat them down.
No. Only place that happens is in Africa. But the Pope had to accept. He accepted gay marriage.
Well, not for nothing, but religion is hanging on by its, fingernail.
Right, and that's why I said, well, the LGBTQ plus did this shit. It's going to destroy.
So I guess they're like, you know what? We'll take as many parishioners as we could get. We don't care what they are. We need people in the pews.
And religion has took a turn. Almost every religion right now that's on the face of the earth has accepted it. So they had to, because if not, they get canceled or their church will get destroyed. And that pressure has allowed them to blend into this shit.
Which shows you that it's all bullshit. Because if it was truly some tenet from God,
you'll be like the African people.
You would not dare to even consider.
You couldn't fuck with it. Like the Africans they don't want to have
give it up because it inconveniences you financially. Then I guess it wasn't that big of a deal to God.
Yeah,
that's some hypocritical shit.
It like because Christianism is like the fucking politics. They flow with the flow. When they start seeing too much pressure, they change their rules and they amend. Yeah, they amend and follow with the grain. They flow with the grain. They don't stand up no more. That's why I said religion is on this.
Because they can't. They don't have that kind of power anymore. They did.
Right, and right now they don't. I don't see that that's power, in the sense, in control. They lost control, just like Biden lost control with number 11. There's no way in hell he can tell China not to do, and China's been doing all this shit all this time, all this minute for the last 2 years. Right now, he lost control of China and of the world. And then right now, we telling the whole world that we're in a crisis again, politically.
Right.
That's weakness. You know, Putin been fighting for a whole year. You don't see no, and if they've been screaming over there, I bet you ain't gonna hear him. You ain't gonna hear him because he's gonna quiet their asses down. Because you can't flow against the grain. That's what. That's putting negativity.
They're like, please let us make an example out of you, please.
Yeah, don't come putting my negativity in my war, bro. The negativity. Don't keep talking about my war. My war is positive. My whole war is positive, bro. I want Ukraine and all that. That's my shit. So but even in that, who is to say who's right and who's wrong?
That's true.
And people are fighting for land that don't belong to either one of them.
Right.
It's land. How can you fight for? You're killing lives behind a property that don't really exist. It's land.
Behind a lie.
An imaginary lie.
Killing each other over a lie.
Yeah, it's crazy. And
it's a lie. There is no country. It's a landmass, and that's it.
Who divided it?
I know.
And that's why I think the LGBTQ will do that. The LGBTQ will bring all this down. It will confuse it until the point that it breaks down, and we got to start over. So we don't lost track of where we were and where we at. Like we will have to give a big rewind to the clock. And then the politics, they've made it that far. Yeah, there's a dude with a dress in the fucking Capitol.
I wonder if you got rid of most of the population, some major birth event, and some are left to start over again. Would they do it the right way?
No.
Would they?
No.
Or they would just do all the same shit all over again?
All over again. And the reason why I say that is because that's already happened. That's how we have all these nationalities and countries and all this shit. They'll do it all over again. We would do it all over again because on the rise up, you know, a lot of people will die, but a lot of people from all the groups, it ain't going to be one group extinguished.
Right.
And even if you have one group, you're always going to have that Satan guy in there, the one who rebels. I don't want to do it your way no more. I don't think that way is correct. I want to do it. And then, the Satan guy, because that's supposed to be what happened in heaven. One guy up there said, I don't want to do what you're doing no more. I want to do it my own way, the cancer, you know, the bad cell, the virus. And took some with him and went about his way. And even the Bible's see, that's another part of the Bible where I get stuck on. If you're so perfect, right, and you created a
Uh-huh.
perfect world, wouldn't you have known that one of your angels was going to betray you?
Right.
So then it's not even perfect.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And it starts off with how perfect he is. He created light. He created this. He created that. He also created the
Yep.
fucking demon. He created him too.
Mm-hmm.
And
And if he's all knowing,
and even when
it's
they were,
impossible that he didn't know.
is it possible? And then again, when he was going to get crucified, he knew that Judas was going to betray him. So why have him in the
Mm-hmm.
conversation? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
because it was all part of the plan. That's great for you to say that. It's like if I lose in the game, I'm gonna just say that was part of my plan.
I got exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. It's like, okay, just write it into the script, fit it in there somewhere. That's how it seems like to me. Because he obviously made a boo boo from the beginning. And then Genesis don't talk about no angels that he created. It talks about the light and the earth and everything else and man, but they don't say he created angels. He was supposed to have been alone.
Mm-hmm.
So where the hell did he get a companion from?
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of things about that story that don't make sense. Because they say, first of all, who's God speaking to? Let us make them in our image. Who's us? If it's just God,
And it was
who's us?
them, and then he says them as a lot of people, right? Them is more than
Right.
two,
Mm-hmm.
because let's make him, because he's supposed to be made one first. So
Mm-hmm.
how does he speak up the bundle when he didn't even get the singular part done yet? Let's make them.
Exactly.
He only
It's
supposed to be
it's
created
like who's
Adam.
God talking to? Our image. What you mean our image? And so Christians will say, oh, well, that's because there's like Jesus and the Holy Spirit. No, no, no. That's not what. No, that's not what it means.
They make it convenient all the time.
Well, of course, they fit their pieces in just right. But no, he's saying let us make them in our image. Because when they were going to take the apple, why didn't God want them to take the apple? Because it would make them like gods. It would make them like us. Again, who's us? And it would make them like us.
Yeah, he's referring to him and whoever he was with. He has a corillo with him, but nobody want to talk about the corillo he had.
Exactly.
This
Exactly.
motherfucker got a whole corillo, and like he's keep mentioning it,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody pays attention that he's keeps saying that it was a group, bro. And we're not talking about the Matthew and the Judas and the guys in
Mm-hmm.
the supper. We're talking about before all that, because these
But
guys.
if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, but I think Billy Carson talks about that. And he said that that's not God speaking at all. That's God's, as in like back when.
Plural.
Yeah, like they were speaking amongst peers. It wasn't an actual like singular God, old man up in the sky. He was taught. That's why he spoke to them as a peer. It doesn't sound like he's speaking as like he's the authority in their.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your phone fell down.
No. Oh no.
Yeah.
Am I back?
No, I thought your phone had fall out your hand or something.
Mm-hmm. No.
Okay, cool. No, that I don't. Dude, there was a group of motherfuckers, and then it's like you trying to say, okay, if you see one alien, right? Let's say, for instance, we talking one day, we together somewhere, and there pops up an alien. Your mind is wandering like, where are your buddies? You didn't come all the way here by your
Alone.
fucking self.
Really?
Who was flying the ship while you were shitting? Who was flying the ship while you was eating? Whoa, no, you can't be by yourself, bro. That's kind of worrisome if you came all that way. What you was escaping from what? That was looking for you. You come over here, like what? Like this. I'm here thinking of all the reasons why I want to do something by myself. When that one,
But think about it though. If he's truly powerful like that, Does he need anybody? No, he really doesn't.
Dude, if you crossing the galaxies, you might want to have somebody with you. I'm sorry. I'm just
saying.
A long ride, dude.
Think about how powerful he must be. Nothing could touch him. He don't need any backup.
I'm not referring to God, but alien, just an alien.
That's what I'm saying, an alien. So if an alien, I'm saying from another planet, whatever, they're nothing like us, right? So they could be so powerful, because we can't even imagine that type of power in another being, because humans can't achieve that. But this is an alien, so therefore anything is possible. Any beyond your imagination is possible, right?
Yeah, you open up a can of worms with that thought, but then he won't even need a spaceship.
Exactly. He could just teleport.
He could just be wherever, whenever, however.
He could just teleport. That's it.
Yeah, they won't even need a spaceship, so that means they're probably already here, dude.
Yeah, so like if they exist, they're beyond our comprehension.
We know we got a few
of them. Beyond our ability to even imagine the kind of gifts that they have. And we can't even fathom that shit.
The leader is Mark Zuckerberg. That's the leader.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fucking leader. Yeah, he's the leader of the aliens with his black eyes and his pointy ears.
He's so weird.
Yeah. That dude sold his...
But you know, Elon too. What's up with all these, like, and Bezos too? What's up with these people that have all this money? There's something very spooky about them.
Yeah, all of them don't seem to age.
And all of them just don't seem right. Like, they don't seem to have any emotion in their face.
That's true.
Like sociopath.
Yeah, that is true. You ever heard Elon Musk? You haven't heard Elon Musk trying, guys, and I said the word trying to laugh because you know that's not a laugh.
Yeah, it sounds like a robot.
That fucker laughs real. His laugh is
weird.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's completely fake. Like he don't even know how to do that.
No, he don't know what a laugh is.
They didn't put it in his program.
No, not at all.
And if you look at their eyes, they all have dead eyes, man. Dead eyes. They have no life in their eyes. How you got that kind of money? You got no life in your eyes. That's some sad shit.
Because you're worrying about that money.
Yeah. And you're so obsessed.
See,
that
money,
you literally just die inside.
See, anybody who's rich can't sit up and say that he's not a dirty, cutthroat motherfucker. Because the business world, that's the only thing that exists in the business world.
Right?
Cutthroat.
There's no other way to survive.
If you tell your secret to one man, that secret is gone. If you slip up in one place, like with patents and shit, and suing, there's a lot of suing goes on in America. Yeah, and you become rich by suing.
Yeah.
And the other way is playing a lotto and getting lucky. But normally you can sue. You can sue a company and take all that shit.
Yeah,
in California, they're supposed to be giving about $1 million to all reparation and shit. But what the fuck is going on in that state? It's like it's not even part of America anymore.
Which state is that?
California.
Oh, California. Yeah, they got issues.
They're giving back to who? I guess reparation will be to the black folks, right?
See, but that's a very slippery slope. I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to work. Like, I have no issue with it. My issue is going like, where do you stop? Right? So then...
It ain't that hard,
But it is, because...
It's only 2 generations back you gotta go. It's only 2... We ain't here for that long. You're only going back 2 generations on any family member.
My God.
Yeah, you could rewind your clock all the way to the 1900s, because my grandmother was born almost in the 1900s. I mean 1900s, 1800s, because she was born in the 1900s. My grandmother lived almost 90 years, so she almost made 100 years.
Wow.
Yeah, like in the people, we were born in 1968. People who were born in 1905, 1895. They got living relatives right now.
Yeah.
2 generations going backwards, like a great.
Mm-hmm.
And those family members, if you have one of those that went through some shit, and that's how you prove that. It,
Wow, that's going to be interesting.
there's documents everywhere. They got foul play all over the place, dude. It's like very much so. And all these rich motherfuckers. The ones I hate the most is the Joe. What is it, Morgan? And he's the one with the chase, and he has the law firm, right? Morgan and Morgan.
I don't know.
And that's the guys who's on the Wall Street bullshit, and that Walter, some other guy. There's a whole bunch of these motherfuckers walking around from the times of before when they monopolize all. They call it capitalism, but then they have a monopoly.
Right.
So that is to me also confusing. Like, why do we only
Uh-huh.
have one telephone? Well, now it's three and four, but it used to be one telephone company. But we only
Right.
have one railroad company. You know, I was talking to the girl in
Uh-huh.
Germany, and she says they go everywhere in trains, and I'm like, the United States is not made like that.
Nope.
The train systems are like local. They're not like.
And they're in really shitty condition.
Yeah,
Even
that's
the
the
ones
other
that go,
part I
like, even
told her.
like Amtrak is not, it's crap. Compared to the rest of the world, they have bullet
Right,
trains.
right. That's what she was saying too. That they're nice. She said the next time I'm in a train, I'm gonna send you a picture. I said do so, and she said they're pretty nice trains.
Yeah,
And I'm
they're
like,
very nice.
well, then we don't have that here. She says I could go from here all the way to Spain in a train. And I'm like, good luck.
Yeah, when I was in London in July, we took the train to Paris for the day.
Yeah, see, you can't take no fucking train out of nowhere for no day.
And we were there in 2 hours.
Yeah,
and able to spend the whole day and go back the same day.
The same
we
day.
literally went to Paris for the day.
No, the trains here don't got that kind of shit going on. Nah, they be moving, but they're not moving that fast.
Yeah, no, but they do that on purpose because the airlines don't want that.
Yeah,
and so they pay money to politicians to not make that happen.
Biden giving back money, yeah.
To who?
He's fucking with the airlines right now.
Why? What's he doing with the airlines?
He is trying to make a rule or law or whatever that whenever a fucking plane, airlines cancel, if it's nothing to do with the passenger, you paying back his money and paying back for the fucking harassment you give him and paying for the
Damn straight.
And pay it all back.
Okay, well that's something I can get behind.
To be liable. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's very frustrating when they fuck up and all you get is a credit.
And quit charging people that are booking flights to sit with each other when
right.
Like what the fuck are you talking about? Like is you going to eat and you're gonna put your kids in the back of the restaurant and you in the front kind of shit. No, no, you motherfucker.
That's a good one. True.
You know, you put the kids in the same table. You don't put them elsewhere. You don't go to the movies and separate everybody because that's how it works.
Because it's crowded.
Yeah, your wife is on row H and you're on fucking row Z. No, you can't do that. We're coming in this motherfucker together. And when did we lose the power that we couldn't stop these? Like, no, motherfuckers, you're not separating us. What the hell are you talking about? And then that's so smooth, right? The airlines really been some smooth. They really been some smooth motherfuckers. We had silverware that took off.
They did it slowly. That was what they did. First, it was like, oh, you have to pay extra if you want extra leg room. Okay. Then it was like, oh, if you want a window seat, you got to pay extra. Oh, you want an aisle seat? Oh, that's extra too. Oh, you want to bring a carry-on? Yeah, that's not free anymore. Now we charge.
Yeah, that's. You're supposed to travel without no luggage. You're supposed to travel.
Oh, you didn't see my luggage, but my luggage is small. I don't carry big luggage ever. I'm an amazing packer. So I only believe in carry-on. I will not check my luggage if I don't have to. I never want to wait for that stupid thing to go around. I got stuck in Costa Rica for a week without a bag one time, and that will never happen again.
Yeah, but you have money, so I don't even pack when I'm going somewhere.
What you mean you don't pack?
Dude, that would take me probably 2 pair of socks, 2 underwears, 2 pair of shorts, 2 t-shirts. That's about it. And stick all that shit in the backpack. I'm gone.
Wow, you're good.
Yeah.
I thought I was good. You're better than me by far.
Yeah, even if I don't know where I'm going, because at the end of the day, them 2 fucking pair of pants, you got 3 because you got one on. You got a pair of socks on your body. You got a pair of shorts. You got all that on, then you take an extra pair. So that's 3. You could wash one, put it to dry, wear one, and keep going down routes. At the end of the day, you should have some money. So stop somewhere, pick up a fucking pack of t-shirts and some underwear somewhere if you need more, and build up a little suitcase that you're never gonna use again.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't usually save it. No, I don't do too much of that.
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
No, I'm a guy. I don't have nothing to put on like that. It's just, yeah, you're trying to go do whatever. Like when I went to Homegirl in Texas, that's how I went with a backpack. One backpack. Got no time. When I went to Puerto Rico, I'm going to my mother's.
Where's your luggage?
What luggage? We don't do luggage.
You're looking at it. You're looking at it. My backpack.
Gotta travel light. I don't know how this shit's gonna work out. Usually when you're traveling, you don't want to have problems with 3 suitcases. No, that's a problem. Like something happened, you had to curse at the fucking hotel manager. You're out on the road for a minute. You better have a backpack, bro. Yeah, just a backpack without a tent and all that crap. Just the essentials. Maybe a speed stick. Yeah, so you don't smell stink. A toothbrush. The essential stuff. You don't gotta carry with too much. Yeah, because you're going somewhere that has something anyway. Like I see, you don't need to pack soap. They're gonna have soap in any hotel you're going into.
That's true.
You could steal them motherfuckers.
That's true. And they usually have shampoo, conditioner, lotion.
Yeah, they give you the little ones. You call that motherfucker, hey, give me more soap. I need more soap. And you just, and toilet paper, you steal the toilet paper. All that shit they have in the hotel room.
That is true. And now you can even ask for like toothbrushes, razors.
Complimentary.
For free.
Complimentary, right. Complimentary.
Yeah.
They're around there. They're in there. You got to use, traveling, I don't want to have much, bro. First thing I'm thinking about is where, you got to carry it. No little Mexican guys around, like the ones you got in Peru. You can hire a couple of them. Here's a little peso for you, bro, and a peso for you. Carry this luggage. Until I go back home, and that motherfucker for $1 would walk around with the whole thing. Nope. And then traveling, I hate that.
Yeah. Well, it sucks. Waiting and planes and turbulence and delays and traveling can be rushed.
The lines. If it was somewhere like the aliens that you don't need to all these people in the plane, you just do it by yourself. I would love to be around for that time. Like you just say, hey, I'm going to Puerto Rico. Psh. I'm going to Africa. Psh. You don't need to have
man, that would be so
a whole
great.
bunch of people in your craft. Just you.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, well, we created a wheel, and we can't, and we got stuck with these things, and watching the video of cars, just a whole bunch of metal running around, and we use cell phones.